good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
The Jets had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7,
Lawrence. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now with third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll give to Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On first down, Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Moore, the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They go play action with Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. forced out to his left. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter,
curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown! Chigakonkwo, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. On second down, a run with Hall.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind him. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Now here's a high-pressure moment for Brian Johnson.
This will get the lead up to 7.
Johnson's kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Lawrence's throw is on target to Burks. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stopped.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Moore, the man in motion. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Going to look deep for Wilson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he'll go at the 25. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on second down. Lawrence. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Out for the PAT. Here's Johnson.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
A final shot now for Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Well, it took us until the final play check to officially decide.